Hey guys, it's Simon again, bringing you a deck profile on Oracle Think Tank Tsukuyomi. With this deck, it's quite strong, I think. So what you want to do is you want to use Dia, move the Grey Freeze to the Soul Blast it out, gain 10k, and stack the 2 crits at the top. And because you're stacking 2 crits at the top, this will activate his second ability, which gives 10k to the front row. So he just gains a load of power and a crit. And that's how you finish your opponent off. So let's go through the deck. So I play 4 Goddess of the Full Moon Tsukuyomi. So its skill is Counterblast 1. Target as many Tsukuyomis in Soul. And then you discard 1. And then you draw for each. But you can only draw up to 3. And then second ability is, if you draw 3, you can check the top 5 and stack 2 cards to the top of your deck and put the rest at the bottom. So you've got to max the chances of getting this because it's a Tsukuyomi deck, it's a Ride Chain deck, so you need to play 4 copies of this deck. Second ability is, if you hit 2 triggers at the top of your deck, front row gains 10k, so it's very, very powerful. Next, we play 4 copies of Evil Eye Princess Uraili. So she combos really well with the deck. So what she does is, when you check the top card of your deck, or look, or search, you can soul charge it. So what she does is, she lets you either soul charge the Tsukuyomi that you need to draw, or she soul charges the grade 3 for your Dias. So what Oracle needs before is, you have to ride every turn just to get Dia. And you use Dia like turn 5 or turn 6. But now you can get it a lot faster with Uraili. Okay, and the second ability also is Vanguard. If your attack hits, you can counterblast 1 to draw 2. But you rarely use this because you really want to ride Tsukuyomi. And the next one I play 3 copies of Victoria's Dia. So this card is still very, very powerful. So it's an act skill. Soul Blast 1, discard 1, and then you can check top 7, search for 2 critical triggers, put them on top of your deck, and then the rest goes to bottom, and then everything gains 10k. So it combos really well with Goddess of the Full Moon Tsukuyomi. Front row gains 10k, everything gains 10k, you've got 2 crits at the top of your deck, your columns are hitting for 60k plus, and it's just unguardable. So it's 12 plus 8, that's 20, and then 30, 40, 50, and then you've got the triggers, so you're hitting for 60. Okay, so that's my grade 3 lineup. We're going to move on to grade 2s. Grade 2s, I play 4 Goddess of the Full Moon Tsukuyomi. So it's got a continuous effect on your turn. If you have the grade 1 Tsukuyomi, it gains 3k. It gains 3k. So when you play against Force, you can attack for 12. The main ability we're looking at is, as when this card is your Vanguard and it's your turn, before you ride step, you can check the top 5, add one card among them, and then you discard the grade 3. If you discard the grade 3, you get to ride. But if you don't, you just break even. So what you do is you go ride, it's back to your so ride and turn, that's your turn. So you check 5, you add whatever you want, and then you discard a card. So if I discard this, I instantly ride it, instead of, discarding the card and neg 1. But instead of a neg 1, you get a +1 by riding for free. So it's very, very good. So obviously it's a Tsukuyomi deck, so you max the chance of getting it. So I'll play 4. Next, I play 3 Rectangle Magus. So Rectangle Magus is Card Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, on rear guard only, check top 2, and then put 1 to hand and 1 to the top of your deck. So this is really good. So if you see a grade 3, you can put it to the top of your deck, and then you can soul charge it with your Uraili. And then it gains 5k for every trigger you hit. So obviously with your Dia turn, if you have one of these, you can give it the 5k buff. So it's very, very strong. It's just that it's not very good on Vanguard Circle, so that's why I only play 3. Okay, so next we're going to move on to the next grade 2. This is the Battle Sister call quit. Yeah, so what it does is you can, when you call it Vanguard or Rearguard, you can Soul +1, check top 5, search for a grade 3, put it on top of your deck, and if you don't hit a grade 3, it gains 5k. So if you don't hit a grade 3, it's a 14k attacker. But if you do hit the grade 3, you can put it at the top of your deck and then use the Riley to soul charge it, and then it goes for your Dia turn. Okay, so that's why I play this, because it goes really, really well with the deck. So I'll play 3 copies. I don't play 4 because there's no room, and the grade 2 is a bit tight, so I only play 10 grade 2s. Okay, next we'll play 4 copies of Goddess of the Crescent Moon Tsukuyomi. So her effect is you can check the top 5 card of your deck when this card's on your Vanguard. So when it goes back to your turn, check the top 5 for the grade 2. And then, well, actually, no. You check the top 5 card of your deck, you add 1, and then you discard a card. If you discard the grade 2, you instantly ride it. So it's really, really good because you need to play 4 copies of this card. Other than that, it doesn't really do much, but you've got a max the chance of getting this ride. If you ride this first, then you have a really good game. But if you don't, the game is going to be a bit tough. But with other cards that help you put Tsukuyomis in Soul, it helps out a lot. Next, we play 4 copies of Tetra Maker. So Tetra Maker's effect is counter +1. If your Vanguard is grade 3, you can draw a card and then put a crit trigger on top of your deck. So this is really good. So if you need something, say like if you need a grade 3 to ride next turn or something, you can put a combo with all these cards and put the top card of your deck and then draw it and then put a crit to the top of your deck. So it's reusing your critical triggers because this deck does hit crits, and if you don't want to go through all your crits, so using this card gives you more critical triggers, which is really, really good. Okay, next is the last grade 1 of the deck. It is Magus. So this card lets you check the top 2 cards of your deck and rearrange it. So this is important because you can call it, check top 2, oh, I see a grade 3, oh, I see a Tsukuyomi, put it to top, and then use the Riley to get it into the soul and to combo with your deck. So that's been the grade 1s. Let's move on to grade 0s. Obviously, you play the God-Heart Ichibuyoshi because it's a Tsukuyomi deck. You have to play this because it combos with the deck. Yeah, so when you ride, you just draw 1. Right, trigger lineup, I play 8 crits and 4 of the miss draw PG. I've seen people just play 2 and play 10 crit. I don't like that because you do need to see the pieces of your cards. You need to see every single card to combo with the deck. The deck does work, it just takes a lot of pieces. So you just need to, with this deck, you need to think a lot more than you can just autopilot. You can't really autopilot this deck, you need to think a lot. And especially when you're playing against Axel, you need to play around that. Okay, and next we play 4 Sphere Maker's heal triggers. Okay, and then obviously we do play protects, so we have to have the protect markers. But I just play 3/3 because most of the time you're going to be using this straight away, so you can reuse it. But most of the time you're going to use protect 1. I've never really used protect 2, but it is here just in case. Okay, so that's been my deck profile. Hope you like it. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye.